Hi, everyone, and welcome to our brand new podcast. We're really excited to bring you Mini Athletics and me.
Hi.
So, just to introduce ourselves, I am Hannah Danby, the franchise business manager for Mini Athletics, and I am also a franchisee myself running Mini Athletics in Kingston and Wimbledon. And here we have Claire.
Yep, I am one of the co-founders of Mini Athletics, and my role is on quality control within Mini Athletics.
So, what is Mini Athletics and me? So, we're really excited. We're going to be bringing you lots of stories from people who are involved in Mini Athletics, whether that's been in events or they are franchisees or at different stages of their journeys, or they have contributed to Mini Athletics, in some way over the years. For those of you who don't know, Mini Athletics was founded in 2016 by Claire and her husband Kirk. So Claire, tell us how your journey with Mini Athletics started.
Wow, yeah. So thanks, Hannah. It's great to be on the podcast. So I was born in Ireland. I grew up with my family. I was the oldest of three. I had two brothers. I would say that sport wasn't massive in our kind of family. My brothers certainly played Gaelic football, which is like the Irish sport. But as for me, I dabbled a little bit in Irish dancing, and when I was older, I did a little bit of athletics, which I enjoyed. But I wouldn't say like I was majorly into it or anything like that. Then I went to university in 2002, St Mary's University in Twickenham, which is where I met Kirk. And St Mary's was a really sporty place. Kirk was doing a sports rehab degree. I was doing my teaching degree at the time. You know, they would have Wednesday afternoon for sport and things. Obviously, Twickenham is the home of rugby, so there was a lot of sport. England won the World Cup while we were at university. So yeah, it was quite sporty there. I finished my degree in 2005 and we moved back to where Kirk was from, and I got a job teaching in a school, which I absolutely loved. I'd always wanted to be a teacher right from when I was a little girl. I loved it. They had this big idea that because I was married to Kirk, who was working in sport with professionals at that time, that I must be super sporty too. So I was made PE lead, but actually it was something that I actually really enjoyed. I can remember taking the kids to like intra-festivals with different schools.
Yeah, yeah,
It was super exciting. I'd be the coach on the side, you know, cheering them on. And my nephew was at a different school, and the family used to just laugh at, you know, how involved I used to get. But I really loved it. I loved teaching PE as well. I generally had the Monday morning slot.
yeah.
But actually, I remember thinking back to my friends when I was at school, and still now, I have lots of friends who would say, "Oh, I hated PE when I was at school." So as I was PE lead, I was, you know, really adamant that the kids that I was teaching
Yeah.
weren't going to hate PE. I want them to grow up to love PE. So we always kind of integrate a theme into our PE. We made it fun. And even though it was first thing on Monday morning and everybody was feeling a bit, you know, lethargic and tired after the weekend, but when we came back from those sessions, there was such a change in the class. Like they were so much better. And it just made such a difference. That little bit of physical activity doing something was amazing for them, and the rest of the day their behavior changed. They would just listen so much better. It just made the day even better. And you know, on those Mondays when I'd say, "Oh, sorry, we're not doing PE today because the hall's not available or it's raining outside," then they would get quite disappointed, and the day would be totally different. There was like more disruption. It just wasn't the same. So we actually loved doing PE on Monday morning, and I think the kids loved it as well.
Yeah, it sounds like they did.
So then kind of fast forward a few years later, 2014, I had my first little boy, Caelan, and he was just like his dad, super energetic, crawling around the floor. He was 3 months old, he was pulling himself along.
Oh my word, too young.
I know, super young. And then he started walking and he'd just climb on everything and jump off things. And I was like, I just need somewhere to bring him that he can release his energy, that he could just run, jump, throw things. You know, he was going to other classes, and he was zooming around the floor. And I was the parent who was like, no, I really just want him to go and run. Like, I don't want him to be forced into sitting down at that stage. And I didn't want him to learn a specific sport. I just wanted him to have fun, run, jump, throw. And we didn't really find that. I suppose it kind of coordinated with Kirk, who had been travelling a lot and didn't want to travel anymore because, you know, he had a family now and he wanted to be at home with us. And I was also, I think I still love teaching. I went to part-time though, and it was a struggle really. It was a juggle to balance having a young child and then, you know, on my days off, I was with Kaylin, but I always felt like there was something I should have been doing for school. And then when I was at school, there was always something tugging me home, and it was just, you know, it was just really tricky. So I think
we know how hard that is as
it's
new
a struggle
mums.
as a mum, isn't it?
Really hard.
And once you've had children, you kind of change. And I still love teaching, and I still love being with the kids. And, you know, don't get me wrong, it was just, it wasn't the way I wanted to do it then. Kirk and I kind of got our heads together, him with his like strength and conditioning background, me with my teaching. I kind of knew what we were looking for, and we created Mini Athletics. So we just kind of ran it in our area first. So it was literally for Kaylin, you know, a class for Kaylin and his friends, but it got increasingly popular so quickly. There was so many kids running around with smiling faces. I was used to coaching older kids, you know, PE, but then I was having 1-year-olds and 2-year-olds who were responding to what I was saying and listening and having a really lovely time. And I thought, you know, I really want this to be everywhere. It's just, you know, it's just so ideal. Like, they just love it. And luckily at that time, another teacher actually, who just had her second baby, she didn't want to go back to teaching either. And she was a parent bringing her child along to the classes. And she decided that she wanted to buy it. So that's when we went down the franchising route. And we grew quite quickly from there. We're now kind of in 6 different countries, so that's amazing. You know, we get to see so many athletes having super fun doing our program that we kind of, you know, we were so passionate about it. We really wanted it to be everywhere. And I think that's kind of, you know, happening right now, which is great. And I think I'm not teaching anymore, but I still get to teach adults because I teach our amazing franchisees how to deliver the lesson plans, and then I get to go and watch them deliver it. So I still get to be with kids as well and see their smiling faces and having great fun. So yeah, it was.
It's incredible. You play it down, but it's not often that parents, you know, want something for their toddler to do and go out and create this amazing program. Yeah, and the fact you know, we're like in 6 countries now, like it's amazing. So yeah, I love it how you play it down. Oh yeah, we just, you know, built this program. A lot of hard work and effort, but like you say, so you obviously get so much reward out of it as well.
Definitely, yeah. Like, well, you know, it's so amazing that we've got to do this and kind of worked out the way we wanted it to work out, and we've got some amazing franchisees, obviously yourself included. Yes, I think it was maybe 2018, was it, when I first met you?
Yeah, so I first met you the summer of 2018 when a franchisee, I actually, was looking for a class for my eldest daughter. To give a bit of background, so I've got 3 children, and they are now actually, my daughter Florence is 13, and then I've got 2 boys, Charlie and Felix, who are 11 and 9. But when I started my mini athletics journey, they were 7, 5 and 3. And I was looking for athletics for Florence because she was really keen, and there was nothing in my local area. And the nearest event, you were actually running a sports day in Surrey, down in Guildford, and I honestly wasn't really thinking of it. At the time, so I was an HR manager in the NHS for just over 10 years after I graduated. Absolutely loved it. Loved working with people. Yeah, I guess I get to do it now in my role in HQ, but my HR background, I really loved it. But then had my 3 and they wanted me to work full time. I didn't want to do that. I was obviously in the NHS, so in a hospital setting, so lack of flexibility in that I needed to be at the hospital. It wasn't so much a job you could do from home. Anyway, heard about this sports day, thought, yeah, I'll go along, let's have a look, and absolutely loved it. Like all 3, it was just amazing seeing all these children running around a big, you know, at that point, because it was a big sports day event, was on an athletics track, wasn't it? Yeah. I think it was one of the hottest days of the year. It was absolutely boiling. Big Go-Go was there, absolutely sweltering.
Yeah, I think it was his debut actually.
I first met you and Kirk, at that event, and then very quickly I just loved it, and I thought, actually, I'd probably say, you know, I thought this is something that my children can be involved in. I'd love to build my own business. And so then I launched in Kingston, Wimbledon in the January of 2019. So 6 years already. And obviously have built that up. My husband also works in mini athletics. He does a lot of coaching and also has his area next door to mine. So really for us now, it is a big family business. My children have grown up in it. My eldest now can't wait to be an assistant coach. Yeah, and obviously then my role as franchise business manager, I just love because I kind of get to share my whole experience of building the business, and I get to see all the new franchisees coming in and to watch the growth and just the opportunities. We're always evolving, aren't we?
Mm.
You guys are always coming up with, new ideas, and whether it's new lesson plans or new events or new programs. And I find that so rewarding getting to work with all the other franchisees in the network.
Yeah, you do a great job of that, and like it really helps to have someone who's done it themselves. And I do remember meeting you at Great Ormond Street when we'd done a charity event, and I just remember you saying, it's hard in that first year to build that business up. With your and little, I think it was Felix was in the pram.
Yeah, I think he was.
And
He
you
didn't want
worked.
to be in the group photo, did he?
Yeah, and you worked so hard to get it built up over that year or so. But then once you had it built and up and running, it was, a lot easier for you, I guess. Like things have got
Yeah,
easier than.
it's like any business, isn't it? It's like when you and Kirk first launched. It's getting out there, getting people to know the brand, kind of getting established. All that work you do then builds your reputation, and then word of mouth quickly follows. The program's amazing, so once you get children into the classes,
Yeah,
they'll love it.
absolutely, yeah.
But yeah, I just think, how many years are we on now? So 9 years for you guys.
Yeah, yeah, almost coming up to 10 years, isn't it? And it is amazing to see like the kids to have so much fun in those classes and to have
Yeah,
a passion for sport that will hopefully like be with them when they're older, because I find myself who wasn't sporty at all, but now I am. Obviously, I've got two boys. They've been right through mini athletics from the start. Kaylin obviously was the reason we kind of created it, and then Seamus has been there. I was pregnant with Seamus while we were kind of launching, and he's joined in straight away. So I think that fact that we've done that, and it's just it just makes it
inspiring the next generation. Yeah,
yeah.
because like you say, I wasn't massively sporty. Like at school, I did some athletics. I actually used to love hurdling, and I was a tennis player and played netball, and I still play netball now. But that's also what I love about mini athletics and you guys will all hear that as we bring you more episodes of the podcast, is that everybody comes from all different backgrounds. Yes, in terms of franchisees, we have a lot of teachers or people who have worked with children in the past, but we equally have people
Oh yeah,
who haven't done that in the past. I think that's what makes the network so exciting as well.
absolutely. And we always like encourage people to bring their skills to the network. So
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
have got something in your background that you're really good at, then we do encourage that. We have an annual conference every year where we all get together, and we do have speakers and things in, but we also play on who we've got already and their skills as well in order to help each other. We have a massive franchisee forum where we can all kind of ask questions. If you're new, then you ask questions and you build on the experience of other people who've done it before and have been in that position and have probably faced the same questions. So it just
yeah,
makes.
exactly. So much talent in the network. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of background into myself and Claire and our journeys into mini athletics. We are really excited. We've got some brilliant guests lined up,
We do.
which we can't wait to bring you. We've got a whole mix of people, franchisees at the start of their journey, the end of their journey. We've talked about annual events that we do in mini athletics and kind of new exciting developments.
Yeah,
So
there'll be lots for you to find out about mini athletics, and we can't wait.
we'll see you all soon.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks, bye.